Stage 5 of the great race, and a run around to Amorebieta-Etxano, around Guernica, and indeed around the tortuous climbs that would define the day. Not big, you understand, but extraordinarily sharp, and plenty of them as well. Well, if there were going to be a day for a breakaway, perhaps this was it, and there was a lot of riders were extraordinarily interested in testing themselves. The Paresi Category 2 climb was just an announcement to 15 other peaks beyond that. So many climbs crammed into a day, and Remy Cavagna and Mattia Cattaneo of Sudal Quickstep decided that perhaps it could be theirs. There'd been a lot of skirmishing to try and get in the break, and a lot of hard men had tried earlier on. Fast riders too, like Ethan Hayter. Well, they just could not make it, and they weren't allowed to go. Ida Schelling was also struggling, showing his numbers. Would it be for him? Stage 2 winner, of course, and a man that on any other day might have had a chance. But the way that this race has been taken, the pace that's been put into it, has been remarkable. The intermediate sprint, of course, they had a last second to be fought for. Vingegaard didn't get one this time by. Another intermediate sprint still to come. Maybe. There will be more on offer. But our breakaway were determined. Sudal Quickstep have had very little out of this race. They've had plenty of opportunity to go for it. And with a descending pace, absolutely frightening today, nudging up to 90 kilometres per hour, suddenly shredded with these very, very spiky walls almost. Inclines up to around 15%. Who was doing much of the work? Ineos Grenadiers. They still had a hope for Hayter at the end of the day. Well, this race is nothing if not heartbreaking. Last man standing from the break was Mattia Cattaneo, who then would reach out on the last couple of tests. 5 climbs crammed into the last 20 kilometres. In fact, 3 tortuous ones in the last 15. Well, what goes up must come down, and so did the ambitions of plenty. And by the time we came into town one last time, that intermediate sprint, Schelmo's getting up for 2 seconds, Vingegaard taking 1, Landa nowhere to be seen. And then a kicker. And in the pants, I think you might say, Ineos Grenadiers had done an awful lot of work throughout the day. Would they have done too much? That was the question. The strongest rider looked to be, yet again, Jonas Vingegaard. The yellow jersey never that far away from the front. And when Felix Gall of AG2R Citroën went for it, straight on its wheel, of course, was Vingegaard. Well, we passed down one side of a highway, taking a big loop to come down the other. And it was another hairpin, a tighter one, that didn't unwind until 450 metres from the line that would define us. One phase into it, there'd already been a split on the last gnarly climbs of the day. And in fact, Hayter was out of position and determined to drive on. Plenty. Bora-Hansgrohe. Well, it wasn't supposed to be for Higuita, but he was in a help-yourself mode at the end of the day. Schelmos was out of position, the man in the blue jersey, and was desperate to get back and into contention to pick something up at the line. But Higuita had the lion's share of it. No bonus seconds at the finale for the principals. Higuita winning it ahead of Baccioli, Schelmos, Sobrera, Mauro Schmidt, just hampered by that last hairpin towards the end. It's unforgiving, this race, and we've got the biggest day still to come, don't forget. But that didn't stop Vingegaard going all in, and if he hadn't been hampered at the last, he may well have picked up some crucial bonus seconds at the end as well. Didn't quite work out for him. Everything went the way of Higuita. Second stage win for Bora. Higuita this time.